In 2005, Michael, along with his wife, bought a disused arable farm in the northwest of England with a view to creating a yard for racehorses. 7 years later, Manor House Stables is one of the most exciting workplaces in the equine world. In 2009, Owen persuaded one of flat racing's brightest talents, Tom Dascombe, to take over as trainer, with Betfair founder Andrew Black coming on board as co-owner.
The gallop needed improving. Michael said he'd do it straight away, and he did. Within 6 months there was a new gallop, a new driveway. Within 18 months there was a new swimming pool. Andrew Black and Michael have done exactly what they said they'd do. They've invested in the place, they've spent millions of pounds on it, producing really great facilities. It's taken 2 years, but we've got what we want now. Paddocks, vibration plates, spars, we've got everything that you could possibly want.
Richard Kingscote is the stable jockey.
It's a grand place, it's got lovely facilities, it's improved massively in the couple of years we've been here and still improving. It's got everything Tom needs to train the horses and everything the owners need and everything the horses need.
Manor House is one of the most technologically advanced stables in Europe. Passionate about developments in sports science, Owen has invested heavily in equine care, drawing lessons from his footballing background. Many of the yard's facilities wouldn't look out of place at Old Trafford.
Michael, obviously being a professional sportsman, understands injury, setbacks, problems, things not going as well as you would have expected them to. 6 months ago we had the swimming pool built, which I think we've already had 4 or 5 winners out of it that we wouldn't have had if we didn't have the pool. In a very short space of time. Bad movers, horses with injuries, horses that have pulled a shoe off or got a bad mouth that you can't ride for a couple of days. They've all been swimming.
Having led his horses to water and much more besides, you might think that Michael's expectations are higher than the average owners. Far from it.
When I first moved up here, everyone said, what's it like riding for Michael Owen? But at the end of the day, he's a very down-to-earth man, and you ride, again, you just do your job, and it doesn't make any difference, does it? I've been fortunate enough to ride for the Queen and for lots of big owners. So once you're on the horse, it doesn't really matter who owns them, does it? You just go and do your job.
The stables are currently home to around 100 horses, the vast majority of which are owned externally. While owners come from all professions, a number of Michael's Premier League colleagues have interests at his yard.
This horse here would be one of our fastest horses. He's owned by footballer Jonathan Woodgate, but he's a really fast horse. He's won some nice races for us, and if he can stay fit, then he'll be a bit of a superstar, hopefully. This is Switcheroony, who's Wayne and Colleen's horse. This is probably our best horse, Brown Panther. He was the star of the show last year, and hopefully we can have another season like last year. He's our pride and joy.
So how do the emotions on race day compare to those at 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon?
When you go onto a football pitch, you feel really in control, you're confident of your teammates, you're confident of yourself. You've got that confidence about you, really. You can do something. And horse racing is probably similar to watching a team that you want to win. You've got no control. Once they walk out of that parade ring, then it's the horse, it's the jockey, it's the other horses, it's the ground, but nothing to do with you, really. So it's just a feeling of emptiness and nerves, and to see them come home, cross that line, injury-free, safe and sound, and should they win, obviously on a big stage, then it's it's a fantastic adrenaline rush, probably as close as you could get to scoring an important goal.